Hey, Dan Coach Miller here with NorCal Sports Network, and going to do a video here on Roki Sasaki and where does he sign? Is he a LA Dodger? Is he a San Francisco Giant? Or is he land somewhere else? Before we get into this video, let us thank our sponsor, Chapman Law Group. Chapman Law Group, check them out in the description. All right, guys, give this video a like and subscribe if you would. Really do appreciate that. It means a lot to the channel and its growth. Thank you so much. Roki Sasaki, where does this phenom, 23-year-old phenom from Japan land? Going to be interesting. A lot of people think it's the Dodgers. Some say it could be the Giants. Others think it's the Padres. And there's a few East Coast teams out there thrown into it as well. The Yankees, the Phillies, Tampa Bay. But where does he go and how does this whole process work? It's a very interesting process because it's international pool money. So all the teams have kind of anywhere between the high 4 million range to mid 7 million range to offer. They have a total pool money for their international players. And if we take a look here, let me put my glasses on so I can see here. What I want to show you guys is the actual pool money that is available for each team. This is available beginning January 15th of 2025, and it goes through December 15th of 2025. The 24 pool just ended on the 15th of December, and which was yesterday, I guess. So that would be so now that the 25 pool is available, you see the teams that have 7.5 million, the A's, Reds, Tigers, Marlins, Brewers, Twins, Seattle Mariners, and Tampa Bay. And then there's a group of teams that have 6.9 million. That starts off with Arizona, Baltimore, Cleveland, Colorado, KC, Pittsburgh, and then 6.2 million, Atlanta, Boston, the Cubs, White Sox, Angels, Mets, Yankees, Phillies, Padres, Rangers, and the Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, and the Washington Nationals. And then it drops down to Houston and St. Louis with just over 5.6 million. And then you see the Dodgers and Giants at the bottom. Okay, 5.1 million for the Dodgers and 4.1 million for the Giants. The Giants lost $1 million alone by signing Blake Snell last year and Matt Chapman. Yes. So they lost 500,000 each for signing both of those players. And that cut into it. And the Giants are also looking at this young phenom out of the Dominican Republic, Joshar De Jesus Gonzalez. He is ranked as the #1 international prospect. Actually, Sasaki is now ranked #1. He just entered, but this kid, De Jesus Gonzalez out of the Dominican Republic, is a switch-hitting shortstop that is supposedly linked to the San Francisco Giants. Now, if you look at some of the signings that last year, the Atlanta Braves offered this kid Perdomo over $5 million bonus to sign him. And DeVries, who went to the Padres, he was, I believe, over $4 million. So it's going to take most of this pool money for the Giants to sign this kid from the Dominican, De Jesus Gonzalez. And so I don't know how much left over is going to be for Sasaki. Now, what's interesting, guys, is you can actually buy or trade for more money with other teams up to $250,000. So that's an interesting take. So if teams want to be able to add money and maybe they need $1 million, they could make 4 trades and give away some players that they really, really think they need that extra money. Take a look at this little line right here. It should be noted that teams are allowed to trade money from their international bonus pools. If a club is looking for extra money to make another signing, perhaps to bid on a player who unexpectedly joined the market, like Roki Sasaki, it can obtain up to $250,000 in international bonus funds from another team. Okay. This rival team could perhaps simply be done with its international spending for the year, or it's willing to give up money either as part of a trade package or perhaps to land a minor leaguer who's closer to the show than a teenage international prospect who might be years away. So such deals to acquire more pool space are sometimes necessary because clubs are not allowed to exceed their pool limit. And they cannot actually, from what I've read two different sources. I'm not sure which one is correct. One says you can roll over your unused pool money, and the other says you cannot. So I have to get clarification on that. But I do think the Sasaki situation is very, very interesting. And if you look at Bleacher Report has the rankings of the top 10. This just came out, who they think has the odds-on favorite to land Roki Sasaki. They've got Tampa at 10th. Their bonus pool, they've got $7.55 million. The Red Sox are 9th. And again, this is just their number 9. And you see the projected rotation of the Red Sox as they've added Garrett Crochet, got Tanner Houck, Brian Bello, Cutter Crawford, and Richard Fitz. The Phillies, they have $6.2 million. They're rated 8th by Bleacher Report. And their rotation, of course, led by Wheeler and Nola. And they've also got Rangers Suarez and Taijuan Walker, Christopher Sanchez. So if they add him, I guess they'd be going to a 6-man rotation, most likely, because Sasaki is used to pitching every 6th day. So in Japan, they don't pitch on every 5th day and do 32 starts a year. They do roughly about 25 to 27 starts. And then we look at the Rangers. They come in at 7th, and then they've got the San Francisco Giants at 6th. I thought what was interesting, now that pool money has come down a little bit more. So Giants did, I think, as we saw earlier, it's up to date. It's like 4.1 million. This is kind of interesting because according to Jeff Passan, the Giants are another club among the significant players for Sasaki. It may not hurt their cause that they have the entire Bay Area market to themselves, as the A's are all the way up in Sacramento now. But this is interesting statement here. Unfortunately, the Giants' 25 bonus pool is the smallest out of 30 teams, and with their farm system ranked by Reuter as the worst in Major League Baseball, it could be tough to sell Sasaki on the club's ability to break free from a string of mediocre seasons. Interesting. And then the Giants just signed, of course, Willy Adames and gave up 2 picks in the draft, and they're rumored to be in on Corbin Burns, which could happen at any moment. If that happens, the Giants will get further behind in the farm system because they will lose 4 of their first 6 picks. So the Giants, if they end up going with Burns, they better be all in because the cupboard is empty and it doesn't look like it's getting full anytime soon. Got the Yankees at 5, and then down at 4, the Cubs, and 3, the Mets. Wow. And 2, we got the Padres, and of course, Bleacher Report has the Dodgers at number 1. Okay. Let me pull that up. LA Dodgers are ranked 1. And there's rumors that Joe Wolf has a handshake deal with the Dodgers. He said no. That's a knock on his credibility. But we'll see where this goes, guys. I have a feeling it will be the Dodgers simply because they've got the need for a 6-man rotation. Yamamoto is coming back off an injury. He's not used to pitching that much. Ohtani's coming back off injury. They say he's not even going to be ready to pitch during spring training. And then you've got Blake Snell, who doesn't throw a lot of innings. Tyler Glasnow coming off injury. A lot of guys coming off injury. So if the Dodgers can convince him that he'll be able to fit perfectly in with the 6-man rotation, they can make that case better than any team in baseball. I think that's probably where he lands, but we'll see. You know, Buster Posey of the San Francisco Giants, his pitch has got to be, look, why do you want to join the LA Dodgers? It's Shohei's team. You're just going to be one of his underlings. You're not going to be a star. You'll be a star, but you're not going to be the star. You're not going to be maybe the third guy on the Dodgers when it comes to rotation behind Ohtani and Yamamoto. They're the ones that get the limelight. But this kid Sasaki is electric, and he could probably change that real quick once you see his stuff. Guy's pretty amazing. In fact, let me play a little 4 minutes or so of some of Sasaki's pitches during the World Baseball Classic, if I can pull that up here. Here it is. Take a look at this guy's stuff. It is nasty, people. And just, I'm not keep everything down the sound, but just watch his stuff here. Now, this is just showing how he comes back from the count. I think he throws the first 3 pitches. No, first 2. Okay. But his stuff is electric. Guys have a really, really difficult time hitting it. You see the movement on that. It looked like almost what we call an old-fashioned screwball. Look at the drop on that ball. This kid, I like his demeanor. I like his size. He looks a little bit more built than Yamamoto. He doesn't have that small frame. He's definitely a guy that can throw it in the 100-plus range. And he's electric. Look at this. Off-speed stuff is just a great mix when you throw in 102. I was looking at some of the other highlights that had the gun. Look at the movement on that ball there. So as you look at Sasaki, I think the pitch for the Giants and Buster Posey has to be simply this. You come play for the Giants and you go up against Ohtani. You defeat Ohtani. Don't join Ohtani. You can be electric. And what would the media frenzy be like when there's a game between Sasaki's and the San Francisco Giants against Shohei Ohtani and his Los Angeles Dodgers? That would be epic, not only here in America, Major League Baseball, but all throughout Japan. That's what you got to convince Roki Sasaki to come and join the Giants. Join a team that has the Giants in Japan. Join the winningest franchise in all of Major League Baseball history, the Giants. That goes back to New York, obviously. But that's what you have to convince Roki Sasaki. You have to convince him of the championship culture that Buster Posey was a part of and created and was the leader of 3 world championships in 5 years. Get Sasaki to see the vision of taking down Ohtani instead of just joining the club. So I think that's what would be really amazing. Look at the movement on this balls. Gosh, this is amazing. This guy is electric. 101 there, just down at the bottom of the zone. Look at that. Just on the outside, there may be a little off, 100. There's 92 slider, fooled them. Look at that, 102. See the movement on that? That wasn't straight either. This kid is amazing. This guy's probably at 23 the most wanted pitcher, I would think, more so than even Yamamoto. I think his stature, his build is better suited for more longevity. Yamamoto looks like he could break down. He's so small. And this kid looks like he can still put on some more weight even if he wanted to. But he's nice and lean, got a beautiful, nice, look at that, 101 just on the outside. Beautiful pitching. So this kid is a gem, and whoever gets him is going to have an amazing offseason just landing Roki Sasaki. If the Dodgers get him, and Blake Snell. Wow. But if the Giants somehow get Corbin Burns and get Sasaki, that puts the Giants right in contention to compete for a wild card, maybe even a division, but probably not enough to catch the Dodgers in the division. But imagine a rotation of Corbin Burns, Logan Webb, and Roki Sasaki in a short series. I think that could take down any team, even including the mighty Dodgers. So I really love this kid. I think he's going to be great. And whoever gets him, they're going to be pretty amazing. The crowd's going to be electric. Can you imagine coming to watch this kid? I don't know if you guys remember a young kid in the 70s by the name of Mark Fidrich. He took over baseball. This kid came out of nowhere and was like, can't even remember what it was, but he won like 10 straight games. And he was just a show on the mound. And it never really turned out to be anything more than kind of a flash, kind of a, one-hit wonder type guy, but he never really had the great career. But this kid's stuff, Sasaki's electric. So tell me where you think he goes. Does he go with the Dodgers? Does he go with the Giants? Does he go with another team? Is it the Padres, Mets, Yankees, Phillies, Boston? You saw the list there what Bleacher Report put out. You tell me where you think Roki Sasaki goes. Is it a complete done deal? We'll find out, guys. Hey, and join the show on weeknights, 7:45. In fact, the next show we'll have is a live show, 7:45 p.m. We're going to be giving away, we've got several baseballs to give away. These are signed baseballs, autographed baseballs by San Francisco Giants player Casey Schmidt. They're brand new Major League Baseball signed by Rob Manfred. So come join the show. Like and subscribe to the channel. Come join the show at 7:45. And we talk baseball during the week a lot. So come enter the contest Monday night, 7:45, December 16th, for a chance to win an autographed baseball by San Francisco Giants infielder Casey Schmidt. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Again, leave your comments below. Tell us what you think. And we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care, everybody.